General Hospital spoilers reveal Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, is no stranger to protecting her family at all costs. But this time, she may be ready to go nuclear. With Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, recovering in a German burn clinic, and Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, seemingly placing all her trust in Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, Carly is growing increasingly alarmed by the tight grip Drew now has on her daughter-in-law and her grandchildren. When she discovers that Willow has signed over legal custody of the kids to Drew in the event something happens to her, Carly's protective instincts are bound to flare in full force. And if she's willing to weaponize Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, and Drew's secret affair to sever his bond with Willow, no one will be safe from the fallout. Carly's maternal instincts have always extended to Michael, and by extension, to Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork-Mako. The thought of Drew having legal guardianship over Michael's children will send her into panic mode. This won't just be about family dynamics anymore. This will be about legacy, trust, and control. Carly has already made her disapproval of Nina and Drew's relationship crystal clear, especially given Nina's tangled history with their family. But with her son laid up in a hospital halfway across the world, Carly may take matters into her own hands to secure what she sees as Michael's rightful role as the children's only true guardian. And that means dismantling Drew and Willow's relationship before it's cemented with legal bindings. Enter Nina's affair with Drew, still a secret, but just barely. Carly may have held her tongue until now, waiting for Nina to make the first move to drive a wedge between Drew and Willow. But patience isn't exactly Carly's virtue, and learning about Willow's sign paperwork may be the final straw. If Carly outs the affair to Willow, the intent will be crystal clear: blow up any remaining trust between Willow and Drew. Carly knows full well the devastation that could follow. But in her mind, better to torch the truth now than live with the consequences of a legally enshrined betrayal later. Still, Carly's move is not without risk. If Willow feels ambushed or manipulated by Carly, especially while dealing with Michael's fragile condition abroad, she may dig in her heels out of defiance. Worse, if Drew spins the narrative that Carly's vendetta stems from jealousy, bitterness, or a desire to control Willow's life, Carly could lose the moral high ground entirely. If Nina finds out Carly was the one to spill the secret, retaliation is almost guaranteed, especially with her new ties to the Quartermains and continued influence at Crimson. In trying to protect her family, Carly may spark a war that drags everyone, especially the children, into the line of fire. With secrets hanging by a thread and custody of Michael's kids dangling in the balance, Carly may soon make a decision that redefines every relationship in her orbit. The question is, how far is she willing to go to protect what's hers? Stay tuned for more GH news and spoilers just ahead. Port Charles is about to erupt again, and at the epicenter of the chaos is none other than Carly Spencer. The woman has faced mobsters, marriages, betrayal, and the loss of everything she once held dear. But just when fans thought she might finally find peace after her tangled history with Sonny, her split from Drew, and the truth about Nina's betrayal, Carly is gearing up for another war. And this time, she's not just protecting her family, she's coming for blood. Whispers are flying around town, and Carly may have just unearthed the kind of secret that can shatter lives, destroy reputations, and shift the balance of power in Port Charles. According to explosive General Hospital spoilers, Carly is ready to drop a bombshell that will leave Nina reeling. And it centers on a steamy, ill-advised affair between Nina and Drew Kane. Yes, you read that right. Carly's ex, Michael's former mentor. The man who once stood beside Carly through prison, betrayal, and heartbreak. Now tangled up in a dirty little secret with the one woman Carly despises more than anyone. For months, Drew has seemed off. Fans have watched him spiral, his moral compass wobbling ever since his prison stint and the subsequent fallout with Carly. He's been pushing boundaries at Aurora Media, making ruthless business decisions, and distancing himself from the people who once grounded him. Carly has tried to look past it, chalking up his changes to trauma and unresolved anger. But now, sources say Carly has reason to believe there's more going on, something far more personal and scandalous. Nina Reeves has always had a knack for slipping into places she doesn't belong, Whether it's Sasha's fake motherhood, Sunny's bed, or the CEO chair at Crimson. Her secrets are legendary, her manipulations even more so. A suspicious phone call, an overheard conversation at the Metro Court, and a flash of recognition in Drew's eyes when Nina brushed past him a little too closely. It didn't take long for Carly's intuition to kick in. After all, she spent years surviving in a town full of liars and backstabbers. She knows what to look for. She knows the signs. A late-night visit to the Aurora office sealed the deal. There, on Drew's desk, Carly found what she needed. A scarf that wasn't hers, one that she recognized all too well. It belonged to Nina, and it smelled faintly of expensive perfume and desperation. Carly didn't need any more proof. Just as Carly uncovers the affair, Michael is facing his own crossroads. ALQ is under pressure, the Quartermain family is fraying at the seams, and Willow, ever the moral compass, is losing patience with the secrets and grudges that threaten to destroy the family she fought so hard to hold on to. Michael has been trying to take the high road, especially after learning about Nina's role in Carly and Drew's SEC ordeal. But now, with this affair hanging in the balance, Carly sees an opportunity, not just for revenge, but for redemption. If she can prove that Nina cheated on Sunny, and with Drew, no less, it could flip everything on its head. Sunny's loyalty to Nina would be obliterated. Michael's strained relationship with his father could shift, and Carly? She might finally restore her son's legacy, free Drew from Nina's clutches, and burn the last bridge Nina ever had in Port Charles. Let's be honest. Carly doesn't always act out of pure selflessness. Sure, she loves Michael. She's fiercely protective of her children. But fans have seen her play dirty when her own heart is broken. And Drew broke hers in more ways than one. Some insiders speculate this isn't just about exposing Nina, it's about humiliating Drew. Showing the world that he's no better than the woman who tried to dismantle Carly's life. That his judgment has crumbled, that he let himself be seduced by a woman he once claimed to loathe. This could be Carly's way of regaining control, reminding everyone that when you cross her, you pay the price. If the affair goes public, Nina could lose everything. Her fragile relationship with Sunny, already hanging by a thread after her SEC betrayal, would almost certainly implode. Sunny may have forgiven her once, but he won't stomach betrayal from two sides, especially not if it involves Drew, a man Sunny has never fully trusted since his return to Port Charles. Not to mention Willow. Nina's painstaking attempts to build a relationship with her daughter could go up in smoke. Willow has been watching from the sidelines, unsure whether to believe Nina's claims of wanting peace. But if she learns that Nina had an affair with Drew while he was still close to Carly, it could destroy any hope of reconciliation. Nina's business reputation would also take a massive hit. With Crimson's future on the line and her alliances crumbling, she may find herself ousted from the media world she clawed her way into. And what about Drew? If Carly exposes the affair, Drew won't be seen as a victim. He'll be a willing participant in Nina's deception, a man who betrayed both his ex and his principles. It would alienate him from Michael, complicate his bond with Scout, and tarnish the reputation he's been struggling to rebuild since his release from prison. It could also send him spiraling further, and into even darker waters. There's also speculation that this secret may not be so secret after all. What if Drew and Nina's affair isn't just physical, but strategic? What if they've been working together behind the scenes, pulling strings at Aurora, Crimson, and even ELQ? Could Carly be stumbling into something even bigger than she realizes? That's the million-dollar question. Carly now holds the match and the gasoline. All she has to do is strike. But will she? There's a chance she might confront Drew first, give him one last opportunity to come clean, to explain himself. But Carly's not exactly known for second chances. If she feels betrayed, she'll go scorched earth. And with Nina involved, there's very little holding her back.